carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
They'll run for the first time with Trenton Cannon, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Murray from midfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
Yeah, and the next-gen stats showing that at an even 57 yards through the air. Extra point good by Prater, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
Fielded at the 33. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll run on first down with Cannon. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. On the run is Conner. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
Now they'll try the jet sweep here. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now Gordon on first down. There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Melvin Gordon, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. So Melvin Gordon, he has been a 1,000-yard rusher in this league. No more for getting the tough yards, but he breaks off a big one there. McManus's point after is good. And that'll make our score 14-7.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
11 yards there, first down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle. Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Uchenna Nwosu. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. Now, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. carry, it's Cannon. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, got to make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First down, Broncos.
They'll set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. After one, 17-7 the score on EA Sports.
17. Broncos 7.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Flush to his right. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
At the 49-yard line.
Murray now to throw. Being chased out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think we need to come up with a different name for this position. We keep calling it the fullback position. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback, but we know this. Whoever's coming out of that spot is usually bigger and stronger, and they may not run away from people, but they'll run through them.
Yeah, able to shed tacklers. We saw it right there. They'll run on first down. It's Cannon, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
And I think the ball's out.
could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
On third down, here's Cannon. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage and taken down. And a penalty flag is going to come out on top of it. Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. Murray going to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
They're on 15-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Action fake. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Buda Baker with a pick. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Gets this to Isabella on the jet sweep. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Michael O.J. Mudia with the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long.
shotgun now from Murray. Flushed out right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You got to get it done with your offensive unit.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 21-yard line.
2nd and 6. To his left. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away, and it's 2nd down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Sets up the screen to Gordon. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Back to throw again. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
The dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that right there is something we've seen, I don't know, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Cannon. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They'll start on the ground with Cannon. Sheds off the tackle, and he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
At the 39-yard line.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left, and that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chatter right now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
The end result, 21 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we get to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Next to score, Cardinals 34, Broncos 10. Matt Prater set to...
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2nd and 5. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
And 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing on second down. Murray eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, Murray. Flush to his right. Going deep for Hopkins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. J.J. Watt picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. He's got a man, complete. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 49 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Gordon. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Escaping the pressure right. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. He got 29 yards that time. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
At the 4-yard line.
Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Melvin Gordon. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. That one good for 10 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. They'll run with Cannon. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
On first down, Cannon. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
At their own 17-yard.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score, a fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man, he completes it to Judy.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Broncos first down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
And that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 45-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
They'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The first down screen pass, good for 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. Through an opening, and there he goes.
They should have put a stamp on me in the locker room because I just
And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. Fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Cardinals 51, Broncos 18. Matt Prater set to kick off.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Back to throw now on 1st down. It's going to be caught by Judy. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
And a yard at the 50-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. The Broncos on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This has been a rough one to put it mildly for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go again with Cannon. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cards, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.